She is from Taipei, and right now she studies psychology, right? Psychology master degree. So she will talking about the elderly care in Indonesia and Indonesia healthcare system. And we also will need to fill out the learning sheet. Yeah, and my assistant will will give everybody one paper, and you can write down your feeling and your idea, and talking about that. Yeah, so welcome to Lita.
Hello everyone，大家好。我会中文一点点而已。好，Are you guys okay with English？可以吗？Oh, this is English class. That's great. So, as the professor just mentioned, I'm Anita. If you can see my dress is now, it's authentic from Indonesia. It's called batik dress. So, this is one of the heritage of Indonesia. So, if you see any people or any white Korean, if you see a white Korean dressing a batik, that should be from Indonesia. Yeah. All right. So I'm here gonna talk about elderly health care in Indonesia and the national health insurance system. Does somebody ever travel into Indonesia before? No. Or somebody knows about Indonesia before? Does somebody? Or maybe you just know, Bali Tao. Oh, professor, you've been to Bali. Ah, that's great. That's the only place foreigner know about Indonesia. And then probably you guys know that lots of Indonesian living in Taiwan, right? Or maybe one of you get like a migrant worker at your home, Indonesian maybe, right? Sorry? Yes, Indonesian working at your home as a caretaker. 那个照顾阿妈还是照顾阿公，对不对？ Yes. And then, all right, I'm gonna before I talk about how Indonesian taking care of elderly and what about the system health care in Indonesia, I would like to introduce myself first and my background and why I'm in Taiwan. So I'm gonna tell a little bit the story of me because the wise said you don't know, then you can love a person, right? All right. This is my profile. I was an ex-migrant worker before in 2020. Yes, it was 5 years ago. I came to Taiwan as a migrant worker. I was working at the factory in Taoyuan. Yes, it's a fabric factory. This is one of my photo I got because yesterday I was like, where is my photo when I was working? It was deleted at all. And then, oh yeah, it's a in the factory actually. It's not really dangerous. It's not really. It depends of the factory, what kind of factory you produce. But like I said, we produce a fabric, like a fabric, a textile. So the risk it's a little bit smaller than other factory in Taiwan. So I also working as a singer. Before, while I'm working as a migrant worker, I joined many, like several, don't say many. If it's many, it's like 100, right? Several singing competition in Taiwan. around Taiwan, in Taoyuan, Taipei, and Yunlin, and many places. So I Guanjun, Guanjun, and after that, yeah, thank you. So it's only to get to know about me first, right, before we talk about uh, the healthy care system. So because of I won many singing competition, that's why now I'm become a singer, and also I'm still studying in Minchuan University. Yes. And also I'm working as an activism for a migrant worker here, migrant workers, especially for Indonesian migrant worker, if they have a problem or they want to know information about the rules in Taiwan, about what their rights, what they have to do, then I can help them to give them information, or even maybe help them if they like get sick, or maybe have to return to Indonesia because of some reason. So I also opened the courses, singing courses and Mandarin English courses, but of course I'm not a teacher Mandarin. My Mandarin is wow. And then I was graduate at one of university in Indonesia. It's called STIEM Bongaya Makassar. It's a part of Indonesia. Because in Indonesia there are 5 different islands. So Makassar is Sulawesi Islands. And I also graduate from Open University of Indonesia, and now I'm a postgraduate at Minchuan University. Yep, that's all about me. And this is my social media. This is my social media. If you guys want to follow me, or want to get close to me, or want to ask about something about maybe healthcare or whatever, yeah, you can just follow me. This is my TikTok, my Instagram, and this is my Facebook, because I also influencer in Taiwan. So most of Indonesian here who live in Taiwan know me. So not a little bit, I would say I'm a little bit famous for Indonesian who live in Taiwan. Yeah, something like that. So we're going to the topic. So the topic here is elderly, how Indonesian taking care of elderly, and what about the system that we use in Indonesia. So this is gonna be our sub topic, the Indonesian caregiver and elderly care in Indonesia, national health insurance, and I'm gonna be comparison a little bit between Taiwan and Indonesia about the system, healthy care system, and the practical elderly treatment. And we're gonna have a question and answer, but later at the end, okay? Just keep your question later. So, do you guys know that Indonesian is the largest of migrant worker in Taiwan? So, why Korean 哪一个比较多？你知道吗？外国人就是印尼人。So 印尼人是 number one，很多。那还有越南is number two, and the third one is Philippines, and then Thailand. Most of them from Southeast Asia. Yes. But Indonesian here is the largest source of migrant workers here. And major of that working as a caregiver, chauku ama, chauku akong, or maybe chauku the kids. Yes, and you can see the number here, 1,500, 1,055, 155,000 people or Indonesian migrant worker working as a caregivers, and 44,200 working at the as the manufacturing workers, and also only 5,000 working as a professional workers. And the total Indonesian in Taiwan is like 400,000 sepai. Sepai one? Sewan? Sewan pai? Well, I don't know. So 400,000 people, Indonesian in Taiwan right now. 400,000, not 40,000. It's 400,000. It's close to the 500,000 right now. 40万，对，40万多印尼人在台湾 ，including the Swiss, the students and the migrant workers. Yes. Yeah. But there are some Indonesian who become a Taiwanese residents because they changed their nationality. But before that, they come to Taiwan as a migrant worker also, Chauku Ama or Chauku Akong. And after that, they get married with a Taiwanese and become a Taiwanese. Yes. So far, so good? So far, so good. How? So this is the list of number of foreign national in Taiwan. You can see Indonesian is the top one. It's not good. That means probably we are a lot of Indonesian need a job. That's why they flew to Taiwan to find a job, right? So this is the Waikoran, Chambuta Waikoran living in Taiwan. Yes. All right. This is let's go to discuss about elderly care in Indonesia. So we got two different way how to take care of elderly, ama, akong, and probably like sick people in Indonesia. So there is a formal care. It's like a nursing homes. How to say nursing homes in Mandarin? 护理之家也有，在印尼也有，可是不会那么多 ，not as much as Taiwan. I searched a little bit nursing home in Taiwan. I searched about that and I found that, oh my God, that's a lot. That's a lot, almost everywhere, right? But in Indonesia, only several places. And also it's only in the capital city, not in like in a village, like probably like if it's in Taiwan, maybe like Changhua. Changhua is not as metropolitan as Taipei, right? So, but in Taiwan still got nursing home. Oh, yeah, nursing home. That's what I say. I want to see great for that. Probably because the number of elderly in Taiwan is bigger than in Indonesia. That's why also there are a lot of facility nursing home in Taiwan. But in Indonesia, only in 3 places. Only in Java Island and Sumatra Islands and then Sulawesi Islands. In Java, there are only 70 nursing home. Caputo. So many nursing home. That's a good question because, I'm going to explain that later. Yeah. So there are only 70 in Java Island. Java Island is the biggest population in Indonesia, the biggest city the number one metropolitan city in Indonesia. And also number two is Sumatra. There are only like 10, only 10. Yes, only 10. And also in Sulawesi, there are only like 4. It's a really smaller, yes, not as much as in Taiwan. And also there is a public health center. Public health center is like, if you can see here, this is called Puskesmas. It's like a small clinic. Yeah, small clinic provided by the government in every places in Indonesia. When it comes to the Puskesmas, I will say it's like a nursing home in Taiwan. There are a lot, but it's like a small hospital. Only like not as big as hospital, of course, but only like a small area to do a checkup, to taking care of sick people, including for elderly in Indonesia. Yeah, and limited home care, and also limited home care. Limited home care, it's only for wealth people. Yeah, that's only for wealth people, rich people, only for rich people. Yes, so if you're not rich, then you cannot put your ama or akong there. So, but if you got the money, then you can, yes, yes, you can get that facility because the facility in the limit home care is really good. Yes, they will take care of your ama, akong, elderly with 3 meals every day, with body healthy care. Yeah, body health care, and they will also do some like exercise every morning. It's a really good facility for limit home care, and as well as nursing home. Nursing home, you can afford it if you have enough money. Not, you don't have to be a rich people, but if you have enough money, like your work is stable, and you got an elderly at your home that you cannot taking care of, you can put your probably parent or your grandma or grandpa at the nursing home. But in public health center, you cannot put them there because it's only like a for checkup, for if ama or people whatever. It's not only for ama or akong. It's also for other people who got sick. Like I said before, it's a small hospital. Yeah. And then that's for formal care. It's a little bit same with the Taiwan, right? Yes, but different number of, yes. And then there are also informal care in Indonesia. This is the most, sorry? Oh, no. It's not only, this is the main, sorry, yeah. This is the main caregivers that Indonesian use. Anyone want to guess what does this mean? Families as a main caregivers. Anyone can explain what does that mean? Guess, or you can answer me in Mandarin. I can understand a little bit. So anyone want to guess? What does that mean? Families as a main caregiver. Someone. Anyone? Oh, seems like the one who wearing glasses over there want to answer. Do you know what does it mean? Yes, you. 你知道吗？这个是什么？What does it mean? Families as main caregiver? Sharon, yes. Or I'm going to change the question. Do you know if Taiwan do the same thing or not? Yes. Some of the family do the same, right? Mm. I see. Yeah. So families as a main caregiver means like one a member of your family taking care of your grandma or grandpa, because I don't know why. Maybe for many reasons. Probably they don't have money, or probably they have a lot of time, right? And for your information, in Indonesia, one family usually got like 5 childrens, even more. Like there are like got one family got 6 or 12. Yes, 12 kids. Right. Yes, it's like a football club. Yes, a 5, 6. Yeah, it's common in Indonesia. It's common, very common in Indonesia. That's why we can apply these things like we can take care of our family. One of the member of our family can take care of our parents, because we have a lot sibling, right? Woman chowku ama. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We just schedule it. Oh yeah, that's the things also. We have to decide by who doesn't have a work. Yes, who gets time. If they don't, if one of the family member have to go to work, then maybe they cannot take care of the elderly or the parents, but they will provide money, something like that. So this is what we do in Indonesia mostly. Yes, mostly. So we don't have like a Taiwan system, like put your grandma and or grandpa to the nursing home, or maybe hire somebody else as a caretaker at your home. We don't do that unless you got a lot of money. Yes, it's rare in Indonesia. That's why there are a lot of Indonesia come to Taiwan working as a caregiver, because they are experienced taking of their family. Yes, their experience. They know. It's like our culture. We're not forcing to do that, but it's like our culture, because Indonesia is a majority religions. We believe there are Muslim, right? You know about Muslim? Yes, it's in Indonesia. Majority peoples are Muslim. Like 80% of them are Muslim. So in the religion, taught that we have to caring care about our family. We have to prioritize our family. I think a little bit similar with Taiwan, but in Indonesia, it's more strict. If you don't take care of your family, they will say, "Oh, you are bad. You are a bad girl. You are bad kids, bad son." Yes. Is there anything like that in Taiwan? No. So if your mother gets sick, are you guys taking care of your mother or your father? or you just bring them to the hospital? Which one? Anyone want to answer? So which one? You just let them be sick? Oh my God. So which one you really do if your parents get sick? Which one you're gonna do? Are you going to take care? Yeah, take care of your parent, or maybe you will prefer to hire somebody to take care of your parents? Yeah, that one. Oh my God, you are bad kids. If you are in Indonesia, if you're in Indonesia, people will say, you are bad kids. You are not good. You are bad kids. Yes, because it's a part of our culture. So yeah, so far so good. So far so good, right? So if you want to, if you want me to explain clearly or one more, just raise your hand. Okay? So good? All right. And then the next one is a health services for the elderly vary by region and class. This one I will talk about later because it's associate with the system healthcare that we use in Indonesia. So health services for the elderly vary by religion and classes. How we do this? This one. I'm gonna before I explain that, I'm gonna continue about the culture value in family care first. So like I said before, caring for parent is a moral and emotional duty. So like I said before, if you don't take care of your family, you're bad, right? And it's typical expected from daughter, especially the youngest. So your parent will accept you even you are not adult yet, but they will accept you to take care of them if when they get older. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah, why is the youngest chosen to take care of the family, the parents? It's cultural values. It's like a stereotype for the youngest one. Yes. So if you're the youngest in your family and you're in Indonesia, you got a lot of responsible. Yeah, you have to responsible. Not have to, but the family member will pick you as the one who the most responsible for your parents. Yes, because your brothers and sister who older than you probably will go to work. Probably they have a job, so they don't have a time to take care of your parents. So you are the only one who have a more time to take care of your parents, right? And caregivers often inherits the family house. Like I said before, you can hire the caregiver, but if you have a money, but caregivers is like is like your family heritage. So they will say you it's your right. Is your right to take care of me as your parents. So it's totally different in Taiwan, right? Yes, it's very strict in Indonesia. And if no daughter is available, sons and daughter-in-law take care the rule. So if you guys married with Indonesian, be careful. I'm kidding. Not necessary, but not always like that. But this is just the structures, right? Mm. Yes, yes, they need to take care of the parents. Yes, yes. But basically, all the members of the family has to take care of the parents. One of them have to spend the time to really like to uh, take care of the parents, like give feed them, like accompany them, yeah. But other members have to pay, yeah, pay whatever the parents need. So basically, all the members is take care of the parents. That's the system in Indonesia. Again, only rich people can, yeah, can use the nursing home facility. If you're poor, then you have to take care of your parents. Yes. All right. This is a class-based differences. There is a oh yeah, this one is like I said before, mostly treated at home or at a local health center, puskesmas. This the puskesmas is a small clinic, so it's also a way to take care of your parents. So the family member will take the parents to the puskesmas, to the small clinic, to maybe like doing a blood pressure test, or maybe like just doing a small checkup, something like that. They also responsible to take care, to take the parents or the elderly to the puskesmas or clinic, but they cannot put at the puskesmas if only just uh, for the blood pressure test, or maybe your grandma or your grandpa get headache. You cannot put them at the puskesmas. It's for free. The clinic is for free. It's covered by the national insurance that we use in Indonesia. Yes. Speaking about national insurance, it's called in Indonesia, it's called BPJS. BPJS. If it's in Taiwan, it's called Champauka, right? Champao. Champao. Yes. Wait a second. I need a drink of water. Yes. This is our national health insurance in Indonesia. It's called BPJS. BPJS actually get two types. There is for health, there is for employee. Yeah. But I'm gonna talk about the national health insurance that we use in Indonesia. But for the employee, national health insurance is for guarantee the employee. Maybe while you working, you get injured, or maybe you got an accident in your workplace. So this BPJS can cover you, something like that. You can even get the money from there if you retire from your job. But for national health insurance program, it's different. It's totally for your health care. So it's launched in 2014. It's funny because when I was in the high school, I was internship at the BPGS office before. Yeah, it wasn't a government owned. Yes, it's actually how do you say this? Oh my God, why I forgot this? Uh, yes, oh my God, the company, that's easy work. Easy words, sorry. It's actually a company. Yeah, company business before, like an insurance company business. But after that, in 2014, the government took over it and make it like half for company business, half for government. So these things Indonesian applies since 2014. So now everybody, a citizen of Indonesia, using this. I mean, you have to get this. You have to get this. And this one is this BPJS based on mutual assistance and universal coverage. So it's like we call it gotong royong. So ichi pangmang. Ichi pangmang. Am I say right? Yes. It's like you have to oh sorry, the system is like the wealth people, rich people pay a lot and they don't get how to say subsidies from the governments, but the poor people will get the subsidies. So it's like a cover each other because in Indonesia we use a collectivism system. So yeah, it's also mandatory for all Indonesian citizens, including the army, police, the officer, students, rich or poor people. All the citizen has to get BPJS. Otherwise, if you get sick, you have to pay a lot when you if you have to go to the hospital. Yes, because it's cover everything. Oh, where is it? It's cover everything. If you sorry, it's cover everything while you well, if you have to go to the hospital. But there are certain things that not cover. I'm gonna explain that later. All right, this is the tariff of the BPGS contributions tires. So this was uh, the price that you have to pay monthly in Indonesia. It says in rupiahs. The government separated into three classes. There is a first class, second class, and the third class. This was in 2014 to 2020. But after that, the government changed the tariff. They increased the tariff, probably because there are not so many rich people in Indonesia. So they need to charge more rich people, right? And for the NTD, yes, I make it I change it to the NTD. So now, tire monthly premium notes is for the first class is 300 NTD, no subsidy, and they have to pay monthly. And it's also divided by your financial income per month. So you cannot get the subsidies from the government if your salary, monthly salary, or your paycheck like 10,000 NTD, because that's the highest salary in Indonesia. 10,000 NTD per month. 10,000. Iwan Kwai. 买一个月1万块，你知道吗？ Kopuko. Do you think it's enough? No, if you live in Taiwan. But in Indonesia, that's also not enough. That's not enough either. Yes, that's not enough either at all. But because there are a lot of things in Indonesia cheaper than Taiwan, the living cost in Indonesia lot cheaper than Taiwan. That's why, yeah, we just what we can do, right? That's the standard minimum. In the other places, we we even get like a 4,000 4,000 kwai per month. 1个月 4,000 kwai. Huh? Oh yeah, for 4,000. Sorry. Oh, what kind of job? Okay. If you're working as a government officer, you will get a standard like a 5,000, or maybe the highest is like oh sorry, 10,000. Maybe the highest is like a 12,000. That's the highest. If you just like a what is that? A common officer, like even teacher, university teacher. It depends. If you get a like license, maybe you can get more, but the average is like that, 12,000 NTD. In Indonesia is like a 5 million rupiahs, 5 millions. There's so much different, right? The zero is different. And then if you're working in the factory, you might just get like Liu Chen 6,000 NTD, Liu Chen per month. And if you working, what else? What else job in Taiwan? Nurse. Never become a nurse in Indonesia because the salary also cheap. The doctor is the highest one. The doctor is the highest one. But also it's like a 20,000. 20,000 NTD, like the highest is like 30,000 NTD. I hear doctor's salary in Taiwan, they usually get like a 100,000, right? Is it correct? 4万吧. So, huh? So one oh, okay. Cheap 50万. The rater. Wow. If it's in Indonesia, only like a 50,000. 50,000 NTD. That's the standard minimum of the doctor. But I don't know if it's changed. It depends also what kind of, which hospital do you working at. And yeah, it depends. And for caregiver in Indonesia, anyone want to guess? How much the paycheck, how much people pay, or how much the salary the caregiver in Indonesia get? Anyone want to guess? How much? 2,000? Almost correct. That's not. It depends on where they work. If you work at the capital city, you probably will get more. But if you work at a like small village, 2,000. That's why Indonesian come to Taiwan to work. Because 20,000, it's a lot for Indonesian. Compare like a 2,000 NTD. If you stay in Indonesia and they come to Taiwan, they get 20,000. Even for you guys, 20,000 is cheap, right? It's not enough for you, right? Who say it's enough? 20,000 is enough per month. Who want to say that? Really? Do you think it's not enough? Oh my God, you're so ungrateful, guys. All right, all right. We're gonna continue after a 10 minutes break. I guess we have to continue. Anyone prepare the question already? Are you guys already prepared the question? Probably you really curious about something, but question me later, okay? So, yes, we were talking about the contribution tires, right? And then this is the monthly payment that you have to pay. We were talking about the first class where you have to pay like 300 NTD per month for if you get a salary like the standard salary like 10,000 NTD per month, you have to pay like this 300. You cannot apply for tier number 3 or the third class because the third class is only for poor people. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, there are a lot of poor people in Indonesia. There are a lot. How cannot you say poor if you only get salary like 2,000 per month? So can you imagine that? 2,000 per month. How long you guys spend 2,000? If you get a 2,000, how long you spend the 2,000? 2 weeks. Really, 2 weeks. For me, 2 days. If I'm in Taiwan, but when I was in Indonesia, no, it has to be like a month. So if you get like a 2,000 NTD salary, if you're in Indonesia, so you can get this class. But different class, different facility. Yeah, different classes, different facility, but not for the what is that? The tools, the doctors, but only different facility in terms of the room. If you get the first class, you might get the VIP room, single room. You can get that. You can stay in the single room, but you have to only pay for the medication, as well as the second class. If I'm not mistaken, you can get the VIP, but you have to pay a little bit more. Yeah, I think it's the same system in Taiwan as well, right? No, it's different. What about in Taiwan? Chaputoma. What about? Do you want to answer? Oh, you don't have a class, all the same. That's what I say. Taiwan is great. Okay. Okay. So it's not determined by the class of your Champauka, right? So all the same will get the same facility, but if you want to get like a VIP room, you have to pay more. That's the rule in Taiwan, but it's different in Indonesia. If you get a first class, you can get a VIP room. But if your card is like a second class, you can get a VIP room, but you have to pay a little bit more. But if you at the third class, you cannot get the VIP room at all because it's you get a subsidies from the government. So it should be like a how many people? 6 people in one room. That's the standard. There are no 4 people in the room. The 4 people in the room is for the second class. But for third class, is 6, even 10 people in the room. Can you imagine 10 people? It's like a how to say it, is like the emergency room, right? lot of people in the emergency room. Yes. So far so good. Anyone want to ask about this? Okay, we're gonna continue then. All right. How BPJS works? This is a little bit tricky. Even this system, many of Indonesian don't like this system also, because it's like you make it up. You like make it gap of the citizen. It shouldn't be like this, right? It should be like Taiwan's system. Everyone get the same facility, right? But if you want to like get a like a special facility, you have to pay more, right? That's fair enough, but in Indonesia it's not fair. Probably, yeah, because it's it's not really new. It's 20,000 already, 10,000 already. Sorry? The king? Oh, there is no king in Indonesia. President. If it's president, of course, you will. They will taking care of you at the most expensive hospital, and the president get a special doctor. So there is a doctor working for the president, special. So if you're working for the president, you cannot working for the public. That's in Indonesia. So yeah, unfair, right? What about in Taiwan? What about for the president? Do they get like a special treatment? Really? Oh, in Indonesia, no. It's all covered by the tax that we paid. Right. All right. This is how BPJS works. So start at the first level facility. So you can get a BPJS or Cempaka National Health Insurance. You can apply it at the BPJS what to say, company. Yeah, BPJS company. We call that like that. We call like that. But you have to give them your family card member. Does Taiwanese get that? Family card number, like a certificate of a member of your family. No, in Indonesia we get that. We have to get like a certificate. The certificate write your member of family, mothers, fathers, kids number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and what about the job, how old they are. Yes, they have to write and all that things on that certificate. We call that family card. So you have to bring your family card, then you can apply your the BPJS, and of course your how to say this alliance certificate. How to say in Mandarin? IRC. Simfansen. What is that? For the Taiwanese, what about for the Taiwanese? Your residence card. How do you call that in Mandarin? Simfansen. Yeah, you have to bring your Simfansen. Yes, and it also takes like how many, like months. Yes, it's so slow, right? Yeah. So if you get sick, you have to wait until a month so you get a treat. But I don't know if it's a chance already. And then if you get a healthy insurance already and you get sick, you can you have to start at the first level facility. You have to go to the puskesmas, like a clinic first. If you're not get like a serious disease or serious condition, you have to go to the clinic, small clinic. You cannot go to the hospital directly. If you only get a flu or maybe like itchy, 很痒 itch, you can't go to the hospital if your condition is not serious. If you go to the hospital, you're gonna waste your money because you have to pay the doctor for the consultation. What do you think? It's a good or bad? Bad, right? Yeah, we also say that. And then if you go to the small clinic, then the doctor in the small clinic find out that you have a serious condition, you have to go to the big hospital. You have to get a referral paper to and you bring to the big hospital. If the doctor in the small hospital doesn't give you, then you cannot go to the big hospital. That's so complicated, right? Yes. But if you get an emergency, you can go directly to the hospital. Like if you get a incidents like motorcycle incident, or maybe you have a cancer, or maybe you will be dying in the in the 5 seconds, you can go to the hospital directly. Yeah. And the referral valid for 3 months. So after you get a referral paper from the small clinic, that can that's still valid for 3 months for outpatient care. So it's also for elderly. If elderly have a not really serious condition, like not really sick, you want to just go to check to the big hospital, right? You can get that facility, but you have to get a referral paper and valid for 3 months, so you can go back and forth to the hospital. And this is the structure. What is the OPT? OPD, how do you spell that? OPD? It's like the emergency, or what? Are you guys outpatient department? Yes, we have that. Yeah, we have that, but only for certain cases, not for the it's for rich people. Yes, for the expensive hospital. Yes, now because in a hospital in Indonesia, there are also like different classes. Like there's like really good hospital. They are for public hospital. They are for, we cannot say like a poor people hospital, but they don't say like that. But we found it like that. We feel like that. Yes. And this is the structure. Oh yeah, for the hospital for pregnant people, if it's just check up your babies, if you're not wanna have a birth yet, then you can just go to the clinic. You cannot go to the hospital directly. So you can just go to the clinic. There are a special clinic for the pregnant. Yes, for the pregnants. It's different with the puskesmas. It's for all people, all kind of diseases, all kind of people who get sick here. But for the pregnants and kids, Usually it's separate. Yes, for the kids, but not so many. No, there is no like a special religions hospital. They're all the same. Yeah, they're all the same in Indonesia. Hmm. They don't have a choice. But usually they will go to the hospital if they have a special case, like maybe something wrong in the belly with the baby, so they have they have to have a surgery, then they have to go to the hospital. But if they want to have a give birth in having a birth in the hospital, they can do that, but they cannot choose which doctor they have to do for helping for the giving birth. They cannot choose it. So if you go to the hospital and you get a man, then you have to, well, you don't have a choice, right? All right. And the next one is challenges in BPJS. I call these challenges to make it like a little bit polite because it's my country, but actually it's like a damn, I don't like like the lack of the BPJS is like a long waiting times. It's not like in Taiwan. It's totally different. So if you have a national insurance in Indonesia and you go to the hospital, you have to wait long time to get a treatment from the doctor, to see the doctor, even if you just go to the puskesmas. You have to wait because we don't have a like a line system that Taiwan does. It's in Taiwan, I saw there is a machine, right? To you can get the number to get in line, and it's really fast to see the doctor. But in Indonesia, we don't have that kind of machine, so it's all manual. It's all manual, so we have to wait like 30 minutes, the shortest. But you can even wait. You will even have waiting for 2 hours. But it's a little bit tricky because in Indonesia, if you get if you get more money, you can pay the nurse, and they will, you know what I mean? They will put you at the first line. It's still happening in Indonesia, to be honest. But if you get cough and people make you viral, you will lose your job. The nurse will lose their job. Yeah. And a complicated referral process, yes, indeed. If you want to go to the big hospital, like I said before, you have to get a referral paper, right? But it's really hard to get a referral paper. Really complicated because they will say, oh, we have to wait the doctor. We need to write all the form first. We need to we need the family member as the relative to sign up all kind of papers, and it's really hard. And there are a lot of die cases. People dies because of these things also. They're waiting for so long to get a referral paper. And also lack of medical personnel. Yes, lack of medical personnel. The nurse, I'm gonna be honest, the nursing the back in Indonesia is not as professional as Taiwan. So you gotta be proud of to be a Taiwanese guys, because the system here, I saw the system is really good. I hear from the professor that you guys are nursing students, right? Nursing student, and you guys need to take like 2 years more to get a license, and you After you graduate, you can get a job automatically, and you can even choose the hospital you want, right? Is that correct? Yeah, but in Indonesia, no. You graduate, then you have to get a license. You have to get how to get a license? You have to pass the test. But after you get a license, you're not automatically get a job. You will be struggling really hard. It's really hard. So it's hard to get a job because there are a lot of population in Indonesia. That's the things, and the it's not balanced with the hospital. Numbers of the hospital in Indonesia. It's not balanced. So yeah, that's the things. So you have to fight. You have to fight for gains a lot of people to get a job as a nursing. They even the nursing students after they graduate, there are a lot of working at the maybe at the shopping mall. Yes, they're not gonna put many of them not going to the hospital to work. Yes, because complicated, so complicated. Yes, and the fourth one, in many private hospital OPT, this is was a OPT out due to low reimbursement rates. This is you asked it right before. So I said many private. It's a private. It's only for the high class. Yes, Indonesian versus Taiwan. Yeah. I I I want to talk about, I'm really interested to talk about this because I also have an experience go to Taiwan's hospital, and I saw the facility and I saw the system. It was really great compared to my country. It's totally different, right? But I will say, I will be honest that Taiwan is better than my country. This is the difference. Indonesia is, we start from the small clinic. It's called puskesmas before, right? But in Taiwan, you can go straight to the specialist or hospital, right? So even if you have a like a cold, flu, or maybe what is the small case that you guys maybe got if you go to a hospital? Physical assessment? Oh, Jack's blood, oh, okay. Okay. But in Indonesia, if you want to do that, you have to go to the special hospital. That means you have to pay more. But in Taiwan, you can just go straight to the specialist, right? That's why I say it's great. Dentist. Oh, for the teeth. Oh, oh yeah. National insurance in Indonesia cannot cover teeth. So it's different. It can cover your glasses. You can get a glasses, but it's also for the official workers, working with the government, but not as if you're working as a waiters or you work in the factory. It depends on your company. If they want to pay more, so maybe. But if it depends also, it depends on your case. If you just want to get the glasses without any special case, then you cannot get it. And then the second one is a hard to access specialist. Yes, like I mentioned before, in Indonesia, it's really hard to get a specialist. Lots of people die because I don't know, maybe like the specialist, we lack of a specialist doctor, and every hospital in Indonesia is not, maybe also lack of specialist doctor. Yes, that's the difference. But in Taiwan, community and home care service available. In Indonesia, I mentioned at the beginning, it's rare. and only in the capitals. It's only in the capital cities, and also like how many, like 70. It's not a lot as Taiwan. And the third one, home care uncommon. Yes, mostly in the big city. Yes, I just say that. And government in Taiwan, government subsidies and monitoring technology. In Indonesia, no. Government subsidies only for the class. Only for the your card class, not the facility, and not for the technology. Yes, the technology is not really great there yet. I don't know in the next 5 years or 10 years. I don't know. Probably if I go back to Indonesia and become a president, I will, I will, I will, uh, I will follow what Taiwan does, right? Because I've been living in Taiwan for 6 years, so I get to know a lot of Taiwan things. Or probably apply to my country. The traffic, traffic. What do you mean by traffic? Oh, yeah. Uh, in terms of buying a car, it's not too expensive, but all, as well as the insurance is not too expensive. That's why lots of traffic there because everybody want to get a car because it's so easy to get a car there. You can pay it installment, and the tax also cheap, and also the transportation facility is not enough there. It's not as great as Taiwan. I will say Taiwan is the greatest country. Yes, even great than Korea. I will say that. It's similar with Japan. I've been to Japan before, but I'll say it's similar with Japan. And Japan also has a good facility, transportation facility. But in Taiwan, seriously, if you're living in Indonesia, you have a car or you have a motorcycle, sorry, scooter, motorcycle, it better if you get a scooter than you use a transportation. But in Taiwan, I will prefer a public transportation than riding a scooter or car because it is sorts the time, and also it doesn't cost a lot of money. But since there is no facility, good facility in Indonesia, so a lot of people just ride in a scooter. That's why a lot of incident in the traffic incidents. Yeah. So the question is, can Indonesia blend family-centered care with Taiwan's efficient health system? That's the question. I just said that before. Yes, if I become a president of Indonesia in the future. But right now, there is no. So, how do you guys think that's Taiwan does that Indonesia can follow? Like what? How do you guys think after I explain everything? How do you guys think about how Indonesian taking care of elderly, and what about the system? Can anyone tell me your thoughts after I explain everything? How do you compare with your country? How do you compare with the Taiwan's? So you feel it's unfair, for example, or maybe you feel it's not a correct system, or maybe you will say that Indonesia should follow Taiwan's, maybe. Anyone want to answer? What about you? What do you think? What do you think is the difference between Indonesia to in Taiwan? In Taiwan, so many different. So if I already told you, like, if I already explained about Indonesia like that, would you live in Indonesia? No. Or just travel, or you just go to the Bali. Yeah, different places, different facility, but so all the system is applies. Yeah, all the system is the same, but different place, different rules. Only the rules, but the system is the system we use is the same. Yes. All right. Any question? This is the part I really want to hear from you guys. Any question? Feel free to question me. Whatever you want to question about the system, or not about me, about the system or whatever. Oh, yeah. I think it's a little bit changed right now because it's technology era where the young is a little bit scared to get married. They are scared to marry right now because I don't know, everything is expensive right now. So still, there are some people still get like a 4, 5 children. What about in Taiwan? What is the standard of the 2 or 1? What about you? How many siblings you get? Oh, you. How many siblings you get? Yeah, that you get 3. Oh, that's probably a lot, right? In Taiwan, 3 a lot, right? Usually 1 or 2. What about you? 1? Just you? You must be lonely. No? Who's there got like 5 siblings? No? So that's your parents uh reminds you since you're a kid that you have to take care of him, or take care of them when they get older? Do their parents, Taiwanese parents, tells the kids like that? Hmm. Ah, okay. Good to know that. I didn't know. I thought they just put it in a nursing home and the nurse of it. Not everyone to do that. Yes. Mm, 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 mm. Nursing home. That's interesting. But anyone get a caretaker at home? Like Indonesian, Yunnan, 还是泰国有看护吗？ Nina, yes. Chao ku ako nga ma. No. Oh, no. Your parents, maybe, don't you have a grandpa or grandma? Not old yet. What is the standard you guys, 18 some, 18? In Indonesia, you will categorize as an elder if you're 60, 60, 40, 60, sorry, 60, 70. Yes, because like 20 years ago, there are still people married, young people married, like start to marry at 70 years old. And after they get married, they got a lot of children, like 5, 4, 5, 6, even 12. Oh my God, 12. I got not sibling, not sibling, but cousin. I got a cousin. Like there are like 12 siblings. Oh yeah. Like 20 years ago, we still use a traditional way. Tradition, not even in the clinic, clinic for pregnancy, but we go to the special. I don't know how to call it in Mandarin, like a special not nurse, not nurse, but special people who can changfu champuo. Does Taiwan get that here? Yeah, but they're not nurse. They're just a specialist, like an experience, but they can help people to giving birth. Taiwan do that also? Yes, in the past 20 years, yes, we still get it. But I think now it changed. Many people just prefer to go to the clinic, special for pregnant, or go to the hospital if they have a special case. Huh? Yeah, for safety. Because a long time ago, there are a lot of babies dies because they don't have like enough tools to do that, right? Yeah. Any question, guys? 有问题吗？好像没有问题。So how do you feel? How do you feel about the comparison? Would you guys la live with the 20,000 NTD? No, 20,000 NTD is not enough for you. You know what? It's a lot for migrant worker, Indonesian migrant worker here. Yes, it's a lot. So because I'm also, I get a lot of migrant workers friends. I used to tell them then, hey, you gotta be grateful. 20,000, it's a lot in Indonesia. It's like the salary for the supervisor of the company. 20,000 is this special supervisor salary in Indonesia. But for the supervisor here, maybe like 40,000, right? 40 or 50,000. All right. Thank you very much, guys. I'm very honored to having here. Thank you for having me here. Oh, okay. Let's take a picture.